Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be rereading Daisy Jones and the Six because the show is coming out next week and I want to have a refresher. I think I read this in 2019, so it's been a while. I don't really remember much about it, so I'm going to be rereading it and then watching the show in this same vlog. Hopefully I can upload this like right away after the show comes out. I am giving myself 2 weeks to read this, even though it's like a pretty quick read, but I want to annotate it. The first time was that a fly? The first time I read it, I think I did audiobook. So, because people were saying that the audiobook was really nice, I decided to buy it so that I can read it and annotate it. And then that way I can kind of like go through my annotations as I watch the show. Okay, so I got done with Daisy Jones, the groupie. In this chapter, we basically see how she grew up. It's not that long. This is the chapter that has the iconic line, "I am not a muse, I am the somebody in the fucking story." I love that. I love that. Her parents didn't give a fuck about her either, so there's that. Okay, so I am now in the numbers tour. This is page 99. And I am loving it. I am annotating so much that I'm not even gonna put tabs in it, because if not, every single like page will have a tab. Daisy, I feel like I really like her this time around. Last time I didn't like her as much. I don't remember why. I think I was more like religious and conservative minded when I read this like the first time, so maybe that's why. But I feel like I really like her, and I like that she takes no shit from anyone. Like before, I feel like I would see her as a brat, I guess, compared to like a woman who like stands up for herself and doesn't take shit from anyone. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what I mean. I feel like when you are around like conservative minded people, it is easy to have some like internalized misogyny and like think that like, oh, women are so dramatic and like what, you know what I mean? Like I feel like back in the day I used to think like that, and I wasn't as big of a feminist as I am today. So maybe that's why I didn't like Daisy that much. But I feel like now I am like, yes. There was a part where she's like recording a song and they want her to like record it with like a softer, more feminine voice. And she likes like a raspy, you know, like her voice. And they were like, can you do it one more time, but can you please do it with the soft whatever tone? And she literally grabbed her purse and was like, no. And she left. Like, yes, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of like everything I've noticed. Karen is so funny. I love her. I love how like sometimes, you know how like guys tend to kind of like brag about things and say things differently so they look cool. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, I had like 3 different girls in like one night. And then the next line is like Karen being like, Graham says that he slept with 3 girls, but in reality, he didn't sleep with any of them. You know what I mean? Like he just got too drunk and passed out, but he thinks that he actually slept with them. Like it contradicts what they said. I just find it super funny. I feel like there's a lot of scenes in this book that are like that, where like a character will say something and then the next character is saying like, nah, he's lying. Like it didn't happen like that, you know? So I've been loving that about it. I feel like the experience reading it is definitely different than when you listen to it. So they just met Daisy and she sang Billy's song, but Billy wrote the song for Camila and like for his family, like kind of like a promise to his family. And when Daisy sang this song, the second time she sang it, she changed the lyrics a little bit to where she was kind of like questioning instead of like promising. And Billy took it very personal. So like now he's kind of like very standoffish to her, and like they are gonna work together, but I don't think they like each other, which is crazy. Like the first time around, obviously that wasn't crazy to me because I was just like, okay, I guess they didn't get along. But like knowing what happens the rest of the book, like knowing now that they started that way, it's kind of like, you know? Anyways. So the first time I read this, I remember not liking Eddie. I don't remember why, but I feel like he has the right to be I mean, okay, at first, yeah, he was a little bit like, you know, complaining about dumb stuff, but like he is right to be upset that they have to cancel the tour because Billy has to go home because he got his wife pregnant. This is their dream too, to be famous, and you know what I mean? So like basically Billy's just being selfish and he has a right to be upset, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the first time I read this book, I was kind of like, shut up, Eddie. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, you know what? Eddie's got a point. Especially this part where he's like, and it's not even put up to a vote. We have to find out about it after the decision has already been made. Yeah, I will be upset about that too. Like, what do you mean? I'm also part of this band. Like, I don't know. I feel like he definitely has a right to be upset. Okay, I take that back because Billy was like, thanks, man. I just wanted to really give him a good show since Rolling Stone is out there. And Eddie was like, he said he'd normally let me play, but since it was Rolling Stone, he wanted to really do it. He wanted to do it right. That's not what he said. That's not what he said, Eddie. Okay, so yeah. And then like when Billy left his guitar in the stage, he was like super butthurt about that. Like, just go get it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I can see why I didn't like Eddie at first. I can see it now. And this was maybe like only a few pages after I told you that I liked him. So Eddie is just, you know, sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. So Graham was like, certainly, if Eddie had half of Daisy's balls, he would have solved his issues with Billy like that 10 years ago. And exactly, like, Eddie, you're all bark, no bite. Like, all you do is talk crap about Billy, but like, what have you done? What have you done? Nothing. Exactly. Okay, so I made it to Aurora. This is, I think, halfway through. A little bit past halfway through. So I am going to finish Aurora tonight. But then I'm gonna stop at, I think it's Aurora Tour. Yeah, Aurora World Tour. So this is 100 pages. So I am thinking about reading 100 more pages today. That is insane to say out loud. And then I'll have this much to go tomorrow. So far, Billy is throwing a fit about Daisy because Daisy basically came in saying that she wanted to be a part of the songwriting, and Billy basically was like, yeah, of course you're gonna be like part of it. And then everybody else in the band was like, well, don't say of course because you haven't really let us be a part of anything. So like, stop acting like this is normal when it's not. It's all about you. You've been in control the whole time. So I feel like Daisy coming in made the rest of the band kind of like speak up against Billy, and basically about how he was acting like he owned the band and he was making all the decisions, and how he doesn't consult anything with anybody, and they always do what he says and all that. So basically when she came into the band, it ruffled some feathers because she didn't know that Billy was in charge the whole time, and she didn't know how the band felt. So when she spoke up, everybody else decided to be like, okay, well, if she's speaking up, I'm speaking up too. And now it's like a whole thing. Also, we're seeing how Daisy is struggling with drug addiction, and Billy is still sober from when he went to rehab. And we all know what happens in Aurora and all that. So I'm so excited. I actually think I'm having a better time this time around than last time. I think last time I rated it 4 stars. I cannot believe that I'm so into it. I feel like when I decided to reread it, I was like, ugh, I am so bad at rereads. Normally when I'm doing a reread, I'll do audiobook, but I wanted to annotate it. So obviously I couldn't do audiobook this time, and I can't believe that I'm liking it so much to the point that like I flew through the whole thing. I feel like I started it, this morning? Maybe like halfway through the morning. And it's like maybe like 7 or 6 at night right now. So I still have like the rest of the night to go. Yeah, I'm definitely finishing Aurora. But yeah, anyways, normally like when I finish a book in one day, I started early and I do like a little bit of an all-nighter. But I feel like I don't really have much to go, and I can probably finish it before I even go to sleep. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with Daisy and Billy. I thought that they had like an actual relationship. Like he cheated on Camilla with her, but like now it's like, I don't even know if they even had anything going on besides the connection. Like I know that they both clicked because they're both addicts, but I don't know if they have a connection past that. Like if it's just the fact that they're both addicts, because I know that whenever they sing together, they act like they are soulmates in that way. But then like the way he denies, I don't know if he's just in denial or if Daisy is making it up in her head. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to believe because they're both saying 2 different things, and it's like I'm a little bit confused now. I don't know. We'll see. Billy and Daisy almost kissed, and Billy rejects her, and then he goes and has like a family day at Disneyland with his family, and then she goes and writes a song about it. Then she comes back, tells him that she wants to record the song. He says no, and then she has the whole band vote like whether they like the song or not. Like she sings it to them and they all love the song. And Billy literally just walked away. He like nodded at me and everybody, and then he walked away. And then Eddie says, we recorded the song without him. What a cry, baby. Like, I know that Billy's not throwing a fit. Like, I'm sorry, but like I feel like he has like a main character like problem, because if things don't go his way or people don't do things the way he says, like I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like Billy, and I know that's kind of like part of the book and that's kind of like the whole point, but like I just get so annoyed at him. He's honestly like insufferable. Like, I was gonna say insoportable, but I don't know how to say that in English. I cannot deal with him. I just love Taylor Jenkins Reid so much. Like, the way she writes right now, I don't know if I mentioned this already. I think I did. Like, the way she writes what a character says, and then the next character is saying something like opposite, or to prove that like there's two sides to every story. Or like here, for example, they're agreeing. So Eddie goes, Billy and Daisy always believed they were the most interesting people in the world, and that whole album cover confirmed it for them. And the next two lines are, Billy, it's a great cover. Daisy, it's iconic. Basically them agreeing with what Eddie just said. It's just, I love it. I love it. And I love how she said that it was not lost on me that this album that I worked my ass off was one named after Camila. I would have been pissed about that too. And then because of that, she showed up to the freaking album photo shoot with the white tank top and all that. And then also we're seeing how everybody's getting like a little bit tired of them. Graham is saying, I've been living my brother's shadow basically from the day I was born. I was starting to wonder how much longer I had to do that. So everybody is basically like not putting up with it that much longer. I feel like the first time I read this, it was kind of confusing at the end, like why they broke up. But I feel like they were never good. Like, they were never a good group of people. Like, I feel like they always had issues. So like the fact that they broke up, it's not surprising at all. Also, Graham wrote the song about Karen, and the way Karen acted was a little bit heartbreaking, not gonna lie. I feel so bad for Graham. Like, she was kind of like, I'm so glad that it didn't make it to like the album, because then I will have to play it every night. And it's like, he wrote a song for you. I know that he mentioned that he wanted what Billy has, so he wants kids. She says she doesn't want kids. So I don't remember if they're still together, but like I know that like they wanted different things, and that was like part of the plot and everything. So like now I'm curious about how they're gonna end up, you know, like are they gonna end up together or not? Because I'm rooting for them. I feel like Karen, she is my favorite character in this whole book, but I feel like the way she is with Graham, actually, Graham might be my... Well, no. I like Graham the best in the sense that I like him and I cannot find anything wrong with him. But I like Karen more because of her sassiness, and like her quotes are chef's kiss. And like I know when Daisy showed up to the photo shoot, she was like basically criticizing her. She was like, if we wanted to be taken seriously as musicians, why are we using our bodies? Like, she basically like is criticizing Daisy for showing up with the tank top. So like that also was kind of like a little bit like, it made me feel some type of way. So I still love Karen, but like she still has like some moments that I'm like, I don't know. Also, Camila, I feel like the first time I read it, I thought Camila was more involved in the book or in the story, but honestly, she's barely there. She's there in the beginning, and I know she's gonna be there at the end, but like throughout the book, I feel like I haven't really gotten much from her. I have this much left, so hopefully I can finish that today. It's already 10 something. 10:26. So I might finish Aurora and then continue tomorrow, because tomorrow I have a dentist appointment for my Invisalign, because I'm done with treatment and I need to do my scan. So I know I'm gonna be there for a while waiting so I can read whatever's left tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I am in Aurora World Tour. I feel like Daisy and Billy are so petty. Like the whole article thing was just Like, how old are you? I don't know why I was under the impression that Billy became addicted again because of Daisy. I don't know why. I thought that was a part of the storyline, but it's not. It's not at all. He never goes back to doing drugs, at least like all the way up to this point. I feel like, yes, he has main character syndrome. I cannot stand him, but like, he is sober and he stayed sober for his family. I feel like that's at least a good thing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like every single character in this book is just complex. I feel like they all have like a good side and a bad side. Just like Eddie has a right to complain about a lot of things, I do feel like he complains about everything, and he is very like machista, misogynist. Like, he says some things that I'm like, shut up, you know? Daisy, obviously, like, I love her personality and her whole like I do what I want mentality, but at the same time I feel like going out and getting married to like some random person and tell them that you love them like within days of, I don't know, I just feel like the things that she does, she's not doing it on purpose. I understand that. I get it. Like, I shouldn't be criticizing those things, but at the same time it's like, just stop doing what you're doing. Like, why are you getting married to this person? Like, didn't you just learn from like what you just did? Like, your life is already a mess. What makes you think that getting married to some random prince from Italy is gonna make things better? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, at the same time, now that I say it out loud, I know that she seeks validation from people because she's never gotten it from anyone, including her parents. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, you know what? It's just a good book. I'm sorry. Everything that every single argument I have, it's like, oh no, wait, but like this. You know what I mean? Like, I love her. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's just such a good author. I love it. I just cannot get over her stories. Like, the way she writes characters and the way she writes stories is like so different from anything like I've ever read in my life. I feel like she's a very unique author. It's the same thing, right? Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I'm at the part where I'm listening to the audiobook because I forgot that I had bought the audiobook. I didn't rent it to the library, so I still had it. So I read the whole thing, having the audiobook. Anyways, I was like, I'm gonna try to listen to it while I'm in the car. I forgot how emotional this book is at the end, and like, I have an appointment, and my appointment is where I used to work, so I know everyone here, and I don't want to like cry on my way there and like have mascara running all over my face before my appointment. So I'm just gonna stop the audiobook because I can already start feeling it in my chest. Like, I think I'm gonna cry with this book, you know what I mean? So I stopped at the part where like Billy and like they're already made up, so not made up, but they're kind of like friends again, and Daisy went through her addiction, like the peak of her addiction when she was married to Nick, I think is his name, and then when she realized that the guy didn't care for her, so she had to like get away from him and all that, and she got a little bit more sober, not sober fully, but like a little bit more sober. So I already listened to that part, and then basically like Billy and her are in good terms again. They're just not like they used to, where like they used to sing together, write songs together or anything like that, because they're on tour, so they're not doing that anyway. This is my first time trying out bagel with butter instead of cream cheese. Anyways, I had to stop it because she was singing, and she was like, they were talking about how she was singing so passionately that you could tell she was like trying not to cry, and like if she was like singing to Billy, and like then Billy was talking about how he was in love with her, but like he cared more about his family and like about Camilla, and like, I don't know, I feel like I'm still upset that Camilla's not as involved in the book as I thought she was, or as I remembered, and I hope that they changed that in the show because I really want to watch Camilla. Like, the actress that is doing Camilla, she's so pretty. Actually, I might like it better with butter. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can annotate some of the stuff I listened to, and then I'll go inside to my appointment. I didn't read that much. I was just annotating what I had already listened to. But like reading it, I feel like it hit harder. Like when they're talking about how they realize that they're both in love with each other and they're like basically each other's halves, like they're the same person. That hit so hard, even though I had just listened to it. You know what I mean? Like it hit just like it did the first time. The second time around. You guys, I miss my coworkers. I miss my coworkers so much. Like I don't miss working, but I really do miss my coworkers. Every time I come here to get my Invisalign stuff, like she comes out and then we stay talking like 10 to 15 minutes outside, like catching up. Even though we text all the time, but like, you know, anyways. I'll see you guys at home. You guys, I am literally about to cry and I'm like at the Chick-fil-A drive-through and like look at my eyes listening to them talking about how they feel about each other, like they were in love. I take back what I said yesterday. I know yesterday I said the complete opposite, but wow, just wow. Hey guys, so I forgot to film an outro, like my thoughts about the ending, and if you guys can see my username, you already know this is like my new personality and I am obsessed. It was 5 stars. I loved it so much, and now that I have seen the series, at least like obviously the first 3 episodes, I'm even more obsessed. We're about to get into the series, and I wanted to mention that I was not able to add like the little like, you know, screen with the show on it because of copyright claims. So I highly recommend that if you watch the rest of this vlog, you watch the series first so that you kind of like know what I'm talking about, because I will not be able to show you like what I'm looking at as I'm speaking. Hey guys, it's finally Daisy Jones on the 6th day. We're gonna watch the show. I have it here on my iPad. I was gonna try to screen record, but it's not letting me. I just saw that they released 3 episodes, not 1, so that's even better because I thought I was only gonna be able to react to like 1 of them. So yeah, okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They're doing it in interview form.
Hello, you good? You just let me know when you're ready. How long is this gonna take?
Okay, wait a second. I can already see Billy like, I don't want to talk about this. Oh, okay. He was like, so Daisy agreed to this? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did. There she is. The queen, yes. Oh, I love her. I hate her parents. I would have loved to live in that era. Billy just said, we're the Dunn brothers. And Eddie was like, for now. He's so petty. I swear, like, Eddie's like the king of petty. I love Warren. I wonder if that's the actor's real voice. Oh, that's his dad, right?
I'd recognize that guitar anywhere. Anything else?
What an ass. He breaks it?
Something to remember me by.
Oh!
There you go, asshole.
Oh, she. It's hard seeing this, knowing what he's gonna do later.
We stick together. We're gonna be the biggest fucking band in the world someday.
Period. Period.
You trust me? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You kidding me, man?
Please, I feel bad for the guy that
really
had to
believed it,
leave.
too.
That passes away eventually. Her outfits are so good. I had to get the book because I don't remember Billy and Camilla meeting at a laundromat, so I had to go downstairs real quick and get my book so I can double check that. Warren is my favorite. I love Warren. So in the book, Chuck gets called for the draft, which I guess they're gonna switch that from the draft to college. And then he does pass away in the book. Like they find out that he passed away during the war. So I'm assuming we're not gonna get that. Also, we did get Pete. Obviously, we know what happens in the book with Pete. Like, we don't really see him until the end. So I guess because of that, in the show, instead of getting Pete for the band, they're making Eddie the bass player instead of, what is he doing now? Guitar? Anyways, I just wanted to clarify that because that is a difference.
Daisy says
Simone! Here she is! I love Simone, yes. I don't know if Simone liked women in the book. I cannot recall that, but yes, I love it. Oh, Karen! Yes! She got Graham whipped from the get-go.
habitación.
Me pidió que fuera con él.
Oh my gosh, you're speaking Spanish. I can't.
Tu familia está acá.
I'm not interested in being anybody's muse, Gary, okay? Not yours, not anybody's.
I didn't mean it like
I'm
that.
not the muse, okay? I'm the somebody.
That didn't hit as hard as in the book. Run him over. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wow. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Wow. 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 Just wow. Like, I have no words. I am loving it. I am loving it. I loved that, like, even though it's not like the same as the book, like they changed certain things, it still hits us hard. I mean, like, whenever she said, like, I'm not anybody's muse, I am the somebody, like, that didn't hit as hard as in the book, but everything else is perfection. Also, like, the fact that, like, Camila is Hispanic and she spoke Spanish and, like, the whole scene was in Spanish, like, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's watch the next episode.
First impressions. Not great.
I can't. She's so funny. I love her. She's my favorite. They're literally smoking 24/7. I love that. I was actually wondering how they were gonna get away with calling it the Six if there's only 5 members, but they actually included Camila in it. So I see what you did there. I see what you did there because I don't see Pete. So.
You and Memphis Marlin were the reason I picked up the guitar. I'm sorry. I think you're a genius.
Billy, is that your name?
Yes, sir.
You're making me uncomfortable.
I'm in a band.
I do.
There it is.
Is there any chance we can play for you sometime? Just...
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
I was born ready.
Thank you.
He's like, why are you staring, bro? Oh, yeah, I can't. Keep it cool, bro. Keep it cool. I love Teddy. Oh my gosh. He's so, like, he's like the dad. You know what I mean? Like.
You stalking me now?
I'll have enough money to buy us our own place.
Here we go.
You know, maybe further up the hill or the beach. I think we could do the beach.
Billy, I'm pregnant. And this is the only photo of us from our wedding.
Masculine is...
I love Warren. He's so funny. Okay, but like Eddie wasn't in love with her during the book, right?
What the fuck do you think you're doing, Billy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? If you think that I'm gonna let you ruin our life, my life, I don't give a fuck what you do until this baby comes, but when it does, you are gonna show up for me. Look at me! You are gonna show up for me, for this child, and you're gonna keep showing up for the rest of your goddamn life. Do you understand? Do you understand?
That scene was probably more intense than like in the book. I did not need to, oh my gosh, I did not need to see that. Teddy's probably like, what the heck did I get myself into?
Get the fuck out of my car.
I said, get the fuck out of my car!
Oh my gosh, why you gotta scream at me like that? Dang.
Same old tired rock and roll tale. Drinking, the drugs, the loneliness.
Yeah, but that's usually the end of the story. For you, it was just the beginning.
Oh. Amazing, amazing. Wow, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I mean, I'm out. I'm done.
I mean, sure, a normal person probably would have let that go.
Not me.
Who the fuck do you
Not
think
me.
you are? Okay, everybody.
I missed you.
Oh, I love Teddy.
Do what you gotta do, babe.
What a queen.
Yeah.
She gives off Sadie from Across the Universe.
When I tell you I'll never do you no harm.
She gives off Sadie energy. And like the same like raspy like, you know, voice. I love it. I love it.
Well, it took forever, but she's finally asleep.
She's asleep.
don't be too loud. Don't be too loud or she'll wake up.
Hi.
Daisy Jones. Billy Dunn.
I like your song.
He's so mad.
Okay, let's get this started. This is Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. Here we go. I've been waiting for this moment forever. Oh my gosh, it's Honeycomb. I cannot believe we're gonna be listening to it right now. Oh.
Okay. They don't know we're here.
So, who's paying for the session?
Himself.
I love you, man. You know that,
king.
don't you?
Teddy is the king.
Heartbeat of the track. Good work.
Glad you dig it.
Hello, Tobias. Hello.
What the fuck is a Tobias? I'm Tobias.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
A nightmare.
He's so dramatic.
Hey! How was it?
Probably the best day of my life.
The difference. Wow, I loved it. I love that. I just want to cry right now. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was great. That was so good. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. I want to mention Eddie's storyline. Like, I feel like it's given like he was in love with Camila from like before she was with Billy, but like at the same time, like I don't recall that like from the book. So like I think that's something new. I feel like the preview looked very promising. I am super excited. I might react to it, but I don't know. We'll see, because I don't know if this video is gonna get copyrighted. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had such a fun time rereading and watching the show. If you guys had a great time too, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one.